this video, you will learn how to do the Touzani hopping around the world, the neck stall, and the head stall. Hope you enjoy. Tutorial on the hopping Touzani around the world. So what you will need to know for this trick is the outside around the world, the inside around the world, and the Touzani around the world. These three tricks are recommended before you do this one, but you can still make an attempt. But it's just a lot more difficult. So this is what it looks like. So pretty much what it is you step over the ball with both feet in the air, like this. Or like this if you're left-footed. And it's pretty much a Touzani around the world with no touch in the middle, no crossover. So you just go straight from outside around the world, and then you lift your other leg across with no touch. But there are ways of practicing this trick. Bounce the ball and step over it. Bounce the ball and step over it. If you're right-footed, generally step over with the outside of your right foot, like so. Once you start getting better, you can start to do Touzani around the world if you're just starting and you haven't learned those three tricks. Or you can go straight in and you can just go try and do this and then step over with a bounce. That helps as well. Or just, even if you're practicing the outside around the world, you can go like this. But I would say the easiest way of generating this motion is like this, over the ball. And if you can't get the bounce, you can go like this and catch it, or like this. This is the tutorial on the Touzani around. This is the third and final tutorial of this video. It is the neck stall. For this trick, you'll actually need to know the foot stall once again, just like the head stall in the previous tutorial. And what you want to do, this is what the trick looks like. First of all, you throw it up and you catch it on a little pocket near your neck. Some people like to put their arms out. That helps a lot because it puts your shoulder blades up and gives you a bigger surface area to get the ball to stay cradled on your neck. So you can do it by kicking it up, but again, it doesn't look as cool. See, this is what it looks like while you're kicking it up. It doesn't look as cool as if you were to do a foot stall and then right up into your neck. It looks a lot nicer. And then when you get it onto your neck, if you've practiced already by just placing the ball there, you can actually do a very cool flick up off the top of your head to get it back down to your feet. You can flick it up off the back of your head by rolling it forward and just giving your head a little flick backwards. That helps out a lot for popping the ball up and make it look a lot cooler when it's coming out. But a main way of practicing this trick is actually just taking the ball and just placing it there and putting your shoulders back. Helps out a lot for balancing it there. Some people like to go like this and hunch their shoulders and put their head a little bit far back. You can see that. And some people actually, I've seen some people go straight up like this, but I prefer just to go like this. Just straight up. And then my arms down here, sort of to my side, but I always make sure that there is a comfortable cradle for the ball to land in. And that's pretty much the benefit of it. But best way of practicing, so first you can start to balance it there. Or, once you get more advanced, you can throw it and catch it on the back of your neck. And just keep going like that. It's tough. Takes a while. It took a while for me when I was younger. I am pretty young, but when I was even younger. And it just takes a little bit of practice just to keep going and going and going and keep catching it until you get it perfect. Now you can also do variations. So I showed you in the last video, the last tutorial, how to catch it on your head. And you can actually catch it on your head. And then you can catch it on the back of your neck too. And it looks awesome. Like when you're doing it, it just looks fantastic. and you can flick it off, and you can catch it back off. And it's just a very good trick to have, show off to your friends. You can put it on your head or your neck, and then you can put it on both. And that's pretty much all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed these 3 tutorials on these tricks. Final tutorial is called the head stall. The head stall is a very cool trick, and it requires you to use the foot stall as well as the neck stall. We had to use the foot stall as well, and it will require you to have a little bit of control on your head. And what I mean by that is like you'll be able to like just get like at least like 5 juggles on your head, or be able to like just balance the ball there and keep it there for maybe like 5 seconds and roll off. But it doesn't matter if you know how to do it. You can just follow along and see if you can get these tricks down. So this is what the trick looks like. You balance the ball on your foot like this, and you're gonna flick it up and you're gonna cradle it onto your forehead. So like so. So you can just like position the ball however you want, and then you drop it back down. Now once you get really controlled with this trick, you could actually be looking at a lot cooler stuff to do with this. So you can get the ball on your head here, and you can go all the way down onto your knees, come back up again, and that's how much you can control the ball with this trick. So what to do to practice this is first get the foot stall down and throwing it up and catching it right by your head, and throwing it down, getting it up and catching it right by your head. Now you could kick it up, but it's not as easy, doesn't look as good, it's not as smooth. Now what you're looking to do with this is you're trying to like just get it to roll up. You don't want it to bounce or it will come back down, or it's just harder to control in general. You want it to just roll right up your head, and roll right up your head. And that will allow you to cradle it easier right on the center of your forehead. There's a little divot on most people's foreheads right there, and it will allow you to just keep it there just a little bit easier. Now also with the foot stall, you're going to try and get the ball as high as possible before it leaves your foot. That's just for like when you're starting, and you got to get it right up so it's not that hard to get it to your head, because if you flick it from down here, it actually makes it more difficult to just cradle it, because you'll miss high or too low. Now a way to practice this is here. I'll come closer to the camera. You can just actually roll the ball up onto your head, just throw it and down. You can do this walking wherever you want. You can be walking to the field, you can be walking around your house, if you're allowed to use the ball in your house, of course, but just throw it up and let it down. 2 seconds is all you need. This is what I did to practice it. I just threw it up and caught it. Doesn't matter if you mess up, just keep throwing it, and then eventually just keep going, and then just see how long you can go for. And then you can back up, and you can practice walking with it. And there's all sorts of things you can do. You can walk forward, back, and you can also, adding the neck stall that we just learned, you can go straight in to a head stall, hold it there for a sec, and then into the neck stall. And then you can flick it up and begin your routine. Hope you enjoyed these tutorials today, and